Hey, I'm Val Forgett, President of Navy Arms, and we have here today Ian McCollum with us, resident Francophile on all things French. Ian's going to talk a little bit about what makes the FRF2 such a good sniper rifle.
It's one thing to say like, oh, this is a cool historic gun, it was used by these people in these places, but what I like, one of the things I like about the FRF2 is that it is, from a very practical, functional standpoint, a really carefully and well-designed gun. It's a really good sniper's rifle, and I thought it's important to point out why. So if we start all the way down at your end, there is a 3-port muzzle brake, or flash hider, with this knurling, and the whole point there is those 3 ports are aligned with the 3 grooves in the rifling, and this allows you to essentially unlock the flash hider and thread it in or out, both to align those ports with the rifling and to get exactly the best harmonics on the flash hider to maximize accuracy. That was a very deliberate thing they did on the F1 and the F2, just to let you tune the guns. And you'll see that there are some commercial precision rifles that include that sort of functionality, but it's rare because a lot of people don't want to bother with dealing with it. But correct. If you want to maximize the accuracy of an F1 or an F2, you've got that at your disposal to do, and it really does work. Secondly, there is a plastic thermal sleeve over the barrel. For military purposes, this is both to hide the heat of the barrel once you start shooting from infrared detection, but it also prevents any mirage from interfering in the shooter's point of view. It's all trapped inside this plastic tube.
Because a lot of these guns were used in extreme environments, Africa, North Africa, extreme heat situations.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
On the bottom of the handguard back here, we have this rubber plate, and it is, this one's a little tight. They do come off, but this allows you to rest the gun on slippery surfaces, jagged surfaces. This is the equivalent of like the modern gamer sort of tripod rest that you mount a precision rifle on. Well, the French put that on every one of these rifles, specifically to allow them to be more easily used from improvised positions. If you want to use the bipod, well, you've got a bipod that's actually sleeved over the barrel, and the gun hangs off the bottom of the bipod mount. So you've got a tremendous amount of mobility, both left, right, and maybe pitch or yaw. Yep. So you can put this bipod down on unstable terrain, off-camber terrain, level out the rifle, transition between targets, or track a moving target very effectively.
And wouldn't you think that mounting it here rather than at the muzzle really dampens the harmonics as the bullet travels up the barrel?
I don't know about the harmonics, but it prevents you from having to worry about pushing on the bipod and, as a result, bending the barrel, which sounds extreme, but it does happen. You put pressure on a bipod and you will adjust your point of impact, which is a bad thing for a precision rifle.
Correct.
This also, mounting back here, gives you the maximum ability to, the maximum coverage of targets without having to move the bipod.
And the legs also do move up and down, correct?
Yes, yep, the legs are extendable, which is also a nice feature. So for very high angle, high grass, like you have this ability. You have a detachable 10-round box magazine with a protective base pad on it as well. The stocks come in this configuration, but all of the rifles were issued with length adapters so that you can extend the length of the stock if you need to for eye relief or just for your shooting comfort, as well as 2 different heights of cheek rest to get you the proper position in the stock. This isn't, you don't have like screw adjustable, the stock doesn't adjust infinitely, but you get the basic options to get it pretty darn close to your specific physiology.
Depending on the size of the shooter, what gear they're going to be carrying, if there's a lot of mole on, that kind of thing.
Yep, and you do it without having any stuff that's going to go wrong or break in the field or get gummed up. It's just set the gun up for you, and there it is. And that's something that you don't see in a lot of military sniper rifles. Quick detach scope, you can take the scopes off, replace them without losing zero. These are Stanag, which was cool in the 90s. This is a little less super practical today, but you have scope mounts that are Picatinny rail based for these guns if people want to use modern scopes on them. And then you get a good pistol grip, you get a good trigger. Like, this is a really well engineered sniper rifle. The barrel profile was very specifically chosen to be heavy enough to be precise, but light enough to be easy to move around. This isn't a 20-pound boat anchor of a rifle. It is a dynamic, mobile, yeah, you start mag dumping with it and you will shift your point of impact, but it was designed for ideal first round accuracy and mobility.
And all of the Scrome J8s, these are not commercial replacements. These were all issued guns, or pardon me, issued scopes that were issued to the military. So the optics are identical, the reticles are identical, and they all work.
And that reticle has a built-in military-style rangefinder out
Correct.
to 800 meters.
Correct, correct.
So, like, this is not a collectible hang-it-on-the-wall rifle, unless you want it to be. This is an actual go out onto the range and start ringing steel at hundreds and hundreds of meters, because that's what it was built for. That's what it had to be able to do. And it's 7.62 NATO. It's 308 Winchester.
Correct.
It's like, get good ammo out at Walmart.
Yeah,
And
or
hit the
make
range.
good ammo, that's correct.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
correct.
If you don't want to hand load it yourself.
Interesting.
It's not 7.5 French is a little weird and hard, and you have to get into the
Yeah, none of these are those. These are all 308.
7.62 NATO.
Exactly. Well, Ian, thank you so much.
Yeah,
that
my
was
pleasure.
a great primer on the accuracy on these guns, how they work, and how they operate. Thank you so much for watching.